strength. They're heavier. We've always battled back and forth with them, winning by around 20 last year.
Yeah. Last night we saw everyone that is suited up get on the floor for MNU. I saw a lot of great freshmen on the floor. David Nelson in particular, a 6-foot guard from Olathe South. And when you think of guard from Olathe or from South, you think of Rustin Dowd kind of. And so the tip-off here goes to Park to start off inside. Number 3, 1 dribble, 2 dribble off his knee and out of bounds on Woodhouse. It'd be MNU basketball. Actually, they're gonna, yeah.
Should be MNU. Oh, nope.
They're going to call it off of MNU, going to give it to Park underneath their own goal. That's Brown here, Xavier Brown to throw it in. Now top of the key to Lewis. Back to Brown in the corner, he'll shoot a 3. Off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by Thomas. And they're going to call a quick foul there on Woodhouse.
Quick note for the referees. They were told this year by the NAIA and especially the HAC to call everything early in the season just to get a baseline set. So we're going to see a lot of what we would call ticky-tack fouls, but it is a foul, so they're going to call it.
And a lot of officiating groups like to do that. They tell them to maintain control of the game early, just so things don't get out of hand. And definitely with these two teams, these games have gotten scrappy between these two teams before. So it's good to see them calling it quick and keeping the game under control. Nick Sarai now brings the ball across the point of no return. Right side here, Nate Lannis, who's in the game now for the Pioneers. Nick Sarai is going to back it out on top of the covered wagon here at Bell Family Arena. Call out a play, get a screen from Thomas and dribble to the right side. Now kick it back to Thomas, top of the key, who looks left and gives it left to Lannis. Now to the short corner to Nelson, or Newton, excuse me. Goes off the back rim, no good. Rebounded out to Park. Here comes Lewis, top of the key now. Guarded by Sarai, he'll back it back out. 25 to go on the shot clock. Dribbles right side is Lewis, swings around the top of the key over to Van Ostrom, who has the ball stolen away by Nick Sarai. Here comes Nick Sarai all the way to the paint and off the glass, no good. Rebounded out to Nate Lannis, who dribbles out to the left corner, top of the key, Thomas inside to Langer. Langer off the glass, rolls around, no good, rebounded out to Park.
Those are shots you have to make, and what we didn't call was that Brandon Newton got a nice hand in there on that one, first rebound. David Clark is off the court, and that's why Nate Lannis is in with a bloody nose. He's sitting over there getting checked out by the trainers.
Swings it over right to Xavier Brown. Now swing it all the way over to the left side. That's Van Ostrom back to the top to Lewis. Josh Lewis for the Park Pirates. He'll dribble left once, twice, and hand it off to Van Ostrom, who's calling out a play here at midcourt. He'll dribble left guard by Langer. Tries to get a little role play in the middle of the floor. Tried to get it to Jarvis Griffin, who had to bounce off his knee. So we'll go back to MNU. And an official timeout as Brandon Newton looks like he's shaking up on the sideline.
Looks like he may have a bloody nose as well. That's what they're looking at now.
I'm looking at his eye.
He's going to go off the court. Who's going to? That's Tyler Thomas. Tyler Thomas going to check in for Brandon Newton as he's going to head back to the locker room.
So Tyler Thomas, who is a sophomore from Olathe South as well, checking into the game for Newton. So you got on the floor Sarai, Thomas, Langer, and Lannis. Sarai picks the ball up, swings it all the way over to the right to Connor Langer, who shoots a 3, rolls around the rim, no good, rebounded out to Park. And here comes Josh Lewis on the left sideline for the Pirates. He'll go all the way to the middle of the lane, now kick it out to the three-point arc on the right corner. A little spin move there by Xavier Brown off the back rim, no good, rebounded out to Sarai, now to Lannis. Lannis tries to get it ahead to Langer, had the ball tipped up in the air and out of bounds.
Xavier Brown has been really powerful underneath on defense, trying to bring down those 2 rebounds with Nate Lannis and it was Brandon Newton. Now it's Tyler Thomas there.
Thomas throws the ball into Tyler Thomas, who gives it back to Luke Thomas in the middle. And they're going to say Luke Thomas walked on the right block. It'll be Park basketball.
As the Pioneers are struggling on offense right now. I don't know if they didn't expect this coming into the game or they thought that they just relaxed like yesterday's game, what's going on. But they need to pick up the pace here and be a little bit more powerful underneath in the paint.
Jarvis Woodhouse top of the key, gives it right to Van Ostrom. Van Ostrom gives it off to Ross. Ross will shoot a jumper from the left free throw line extended, but rolls around and rebounded out to the Pioneers. And here comes Nick Sarai at the left sideline, the point guard for the Nears. Dribbles right, gives it right side to Thomas. Luke, that is, who dribbles once, twice in the middle of the lane, tries to get it off the glass and goes for the big fella. Luke Thomas with his first basket, the first basket of the game actually, 3 minutes in, it's 2-0, your Nears. Right side to Woodhouse. Woodhouse gives it left to Griffin. Jarvis Griffin looking right now to Ross. Ross to Van Ostrom, same side, left free throw line extended. Looking for a guy open. He'll back it out one dribble and give it back to Josh Lewis, resetting the offense of the Pirates. Lewis, one dribble, two dribble. Now looks in the middle of the lane and goes up in the middle of the lane. And a kind of an air ball, but he gets his own rebound and puts it right back up, and it's in. Tie ball game now, 2-2, as MNU looking to push the tempo. Connor Langer here on the right side of the floor. Now swings around over to Nick Sarai here on the left free throw line, extended left corner to Lannis. Nate Lannis will chuck a three. In and out, no good. Rebounded out to Park. And here comes Park, left sideline. It's Van Ostrom. Kicks it over right free throw line, extended to Lewis. Lewis now at the free throw line. One dribble, two dribble shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded out to Tyler Thomas. Now Luke gives it in the late Lannis. Nice little break there. Nick Sarai, Luke Thomas into Nate Lannis for the two. 16 minutes to go. Urineer's up 4-2. Josh Lewis kicks it right side to Ross. Ross gets a screen from Griffin. Now gives it top of the key to Woodhouse. One dribble to the free throw line and gives it to Van Ostrom. Van Ostrom drives baseline, and they're going to call an arm bar there on Connor Langer.
Brandon Newton back on the sideline, but at the end of the bench, still kind of holding towards his eye, and I do not see David Clark. Coming in as Justin Randall. Randall was that powerful freshman we were talking about, coming out of Burlington, Iowa. His son's at 6'7". Had 3 blocks. Yep, 3 yesterday.
Just to play to get the ball in bounds here for Park, as Van Ostrom has it on the right side of the floor. And placed up at the top of the key, stolen away by Nick Sarai. And here comes Sarai, along with Langer. Nick Sarai all the way to the glass. Off the glass, good. What body control by the junior, and the foul. Nick Sarai recruited as a Division I prospect, but they were scared of injury, which he did have an injury last season, unfortunately for the Pioneers, but came in the second half of the season, found his rhythm, and helped this team. He was another big piece of that puzzle going to the national tournament last year.
Unfortunately, this year, we have lost Jason Garrettson to an injury. And if, Jason, if you're listening, we pray that you get better real soon and can come back with us. But he was very key last year when Nick was gone, when Rustin couldn't control it all the time. I mean, Rustin can't do everything, so.
Nick Sarai's extra is good at 7-2. And they're going to call a moving screen here on Griffin, Jarvis Griffin of Park. So 3 fouls against Park, 1 against the Pioneers with 15:30 remaining. And we're going to timeout.
Park University coming to a 30-second timeout. So we'll take a quick break as you've been listening to KMNU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com.
Back to the action here at Bell Family Arena and Cook Center. Your Pioneers up 7-2 against Park University, 2 top-ranked teams in the NAIA. In the Jeff Pass Classic, Nick Sarai with the right free throw line extended. Kicks it over to Langer. Langer for a long 2 off the rim, no good. Rebounded out to Park. Here comes Josh Lewis. Lewis top the key, 1 dribble, 2 dribble to the free throw line, and now kicks it back out to Josh Ross. Ross in the corner going against Nate Lannis, and they're going to call Nate Lannis with a shove here, as he did have 1 hand down. And we mentioned earlier, the officials trying to maintain control of the game. But my thing is, basketball is a contact sport, so there's going to be some contact, and you don't want too many game interrupters, as we say in the little leagues of officiating. But nonetheless, back to the action here. Inside to Ross. Ross, a floater over Lannis. Nice left hand there by Josh Ross. Excuse me, that's Xavier Brown. Sorry about that. Xavier Brown with the left-hander. 7-4 now, MNU, with the basketball under their own goal after it is thrown off the backboard, but then touched by Park last. Langer to throw it in for MNU. Nick Sarai back to Langer. Langer looks at a three, now gives it to Thomas. Luke, that is. Luke one dribble all the way to the goal on the right side. Off the rim, no good. And saves it from going out of bounds. Langer will pick up the basketball from the right block. Off the glass, but no good. Rebound out the park.
All I saw was Justin Randall in there, and that was it. Everyone else was gone back already. So that's something maybe for the Pioneers to work on, getting the rebounds. You need to get those offensive rebounds.
Left side to Lewis. Lewis resetting the offense for the Pirates with 19 to go on the shot clock. Right side to Brown. Brown, one dribble, hands it off to Lewis in the right corner. Now top of the key to Woodhouse. And that's Kyle Inlow into the game for the Pirates. David Clark checking in at the scores table. A three from Xavier Brown, no good. Rebounded by Randall. And here comes Sarai up the left sideline. Sarai will back it back out with 14 to go in the first half. Your Pioneers up 7-4. Sarai gets a screen from Thomas. Will dribble to the left. Free throw line extended. Back to the top of the key to Thomas. He'll shoot a three. And off the side of the rim, out of bounds. It'll be Park basketball.
Not something we see very often is Luke Thomas shooting a three. He's more of a down-under powerhouse.
You know, I liked him in the game last night where he really showed his moves. I mean, he used to have, like, his sophomore year had one move, and that's the only move he would go to. He's expanded that variety a little bit and been able to do a lot more things as he's really the best big guy for MNU this year.
And we also have Connor Langer, who he just checked off for David Clark to come in, but Langer was looking good at the three-point arc at last night's game, and let's hope he can do something. And Nate Launis, he's going to have to step up this year. And
Josh Lewis is going to shoot a three here for Park off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded out to David Clark. David Clark pushed the ball ahead to Sarai, middle of the floor now, and he'll dribble to the left free throw line, extended on his side of the floor. Sarai backing it out. Guarded by Jarvis Griffin. Gives the right free throw line extended to Thomas. Thomas to Randall, over to Sarai, swings it around. Now top of key to Lannis. Lannis will shoot a three. And off the front rim, off the back glass, and no good. Rebounded out to Griffin, who pushes ahead to Lewis, and now Inlow. Kyle Inlow for a three off the front rim. Rebounded out to Griffin. Griffin in the right corner, picks up the basketball, guarded by Randall. Finally gives it out to Woodhouse, who gives it to Lewis and resets the offense for the Pirates. A couple guys checking in for Park, and as well as Adam Coatney checking in for the Pioneers.
Adam Coatney is the tallest Pioneer at 6'9".
Griffin to Lewis. Left side to Xavier Brown in the left corner, guarded by Lannis, who screened. And they're going to call a moving screen there on Tor Woodhouse, which was correct. He kind of turned before his guy got there, and so moving screen there on Woodhouse, and the fourth team foul for Park University. And Langer's going to come into the game as well for MNU.
For the Park University Pirates, we have Denzel Cook and John Katsanos. So I'm going to pronounce his last name because it's really difficult.
Katsanos, John Katsanos. He's number 33. And Denzel Cook, number 23.
I think Adam Coatney is going to be a good one. Last year he was out for injury, and being so big and such a good powerhouse, he has a little ball handling skills that maybe need to be a little improved underneath. It's floated away a couple times last night, but I think if he improves on that underneath, he'll be a great powerhouse, just like Luke Thomas.
David Clark all bandaged up on his nose, has a right free throw line extended. Now back to Nick Sarai. 14 to go on the shot clock. Middle of the floor calling out a new play with 12 minutes to go. Sarai, a little quick move in the middle of the floor. Ankle breaker, gets it off the glass to go. What a play there by Nick Sarai. 9-4 MNU. Josh Lewis right side to the right corner to Inlow. Inlow looking inside to Xavier Brown. Xavier Brown left-handed shot, rolls around and in. A nice floater, and he'll get an extra here on the foul from David Clark. They said he hit him on the arm. First foul on David, and a third team foul for the Nears. So at this point last night, we had about 10 fouls each team, so do it a little easier.
We also had 43 points, too.
True that. Xavier Brown's and one is good. Luke Thomas, David Nelson, the freshman point guard, checking in for MNU. David Clark has the ball tipped out of his hands, out of bounds. He'll stay with MNU on the sideline right in front of the Park bench.
Sarai and Randall coming off. Brian Newton checking in for the Pioneers as well, coming in for Adam Coatney. So I think maybe Lamar's wanting a little bit more power underneath and to get a get a little farther ahead than just 2 points.
Going with a bigger lineup here is Rocky Lamar and his Pioneers. David Nelson now top of the key for the Pioneers, the backup point guard. Behind Nick Sarai, right side to Clark. Top of the key, Nelson inside to Thomas. Luke, that is, pump fake and goes up, gets the foul. The ball was swatted out of bounds, but Luke was fouled, so he gets 2 free throws up and coming. As that was on Costanos, or John Costanos from Park. His first 15th foul against the Pirates this evening. And Luke's first free throw is short.
He went 2 for 3 yesterday.
That was Luke?
Yep, Luke Thomas went 2 for 3.
Typically a pretty good free throw shooter. I think he was their best free throw shooter last season, if I remember right. As he drains the second one, 3-point game now, 10-7, with 11:15 to go in the first. Van Ostrom gives it right to Brown on the right free throw line, extended, 1 dribble, 2 dribble to the middle lane, loses the handle, and picked up by David Nelson. Ahead now to Connor Langer. Connor Langer all the way to the goal, and it's good. Nice layup there. A nice drive from the freshman up David Clark, and the Langer for the lay-in. So credit David Clark with the assist there. Top of the key now. Van Ostrom looking inside for his guys in the 1-4 set man-to-man defense for the Nears. Top of the key is Cook. Cook with a long 2. Fadeaway, no good. Rebounded out to Park. And Cook's going to go to the lane again, and they're going to call it a arm bar on Brandon Newton. And that's going to be Brandon Newton's first foul, the 4th team foul on the Pioneers tonight. The 5-point advantage now.
A little backtrack. Luke Thomas was 60% on free throw line last year.
And Cook all the way to the middle of the lane. Missed the shot, but rebounded by Xavier Brown and put in. And a collision at the free throw line between David Clark and Van Ostrom. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Van Ostrom, as I don't think he was trying to get his feet set, but just kind of got in the way as David Clark accelerated to try to pick up the pass and just ran into him. And they called it on Van Ostrom, his second, the 6th on the Pirates.
Nate Lown is coming in for David Clark, and Marcus Johnson coming in for Xavier Brown.
So Newton, top of the key now. Langer inside to Thomas. They're going to call a push here on John Katsanos.
Such a hard name to say.
Katsanos. He's from Greece.
That's his second personal foul, 7th team foul.
Thessalonica. Ooh, Thessalonica. We read about that in English.
Thessalonica, awesome.
That's pretty cool. And
that's where the Thessalonians in the Bible are from. There's that ministry major coming out in me.
Yeah. So Katsanos will sit down, actually, as Jarvis Griffin comes in. He's got 2 fouls, says Katsanos. Luke Thomas' free throw rolls around and good on the 1-and-1. He's fouled in the middle of the lane. They said he was, actually, we're at 7 fouls, so it's 1-and-1. And the second one for Luke is nothing but the bottom of the barrel. 14 now, 9 now. MNU. Griffin, left elbow for Park. He'll 1 dribble, 2 dribble. Didn't want to really dribble the basketball, but nobody open for him. Now gives it right to Cook. Denzel Cook looking inside and gives it left to Griffin. Griffin 1 dribble to the middle lane and loses the handle. They're going to say is off the hand of Luke Thomas. It'll be Park basketball underneath their own goal in front of Pioneer Pete and the MNU cheerleaders. This is Pioneer Pete's first full season as the Pioneers mascot. We've always had Pioneer Pete, but not the actual Pioneer Pete.
We actually got the costume now.
Van Ostrom is going to walk right by Luke Thomas as Luke Thomas stood his ground, but Van Ostrom sidestepped it for the lay-in. Connor Langer on the other end, a 3. The assist to David Nelson. And timeout, Park University, 17-11. It's 9:41 to go in the first half. You're listening to KMNU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. Welcome back to KMNU Sports Radio. You're listening to George Shamba alongside Chris Hines in the Bell Family Arena in Cook Center. The number 15 ranked MNU Pioneers against the number 21 ranked Park Pirates in the second round of the Jeff Uphouse Classic here at Mid-America. Back to the action after the timeout. Van Ostrom with the ball top of the key for the Pirates. In the game also for the Pirates, Marcus Johnson, and he'll shoot a three right away from the right side. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded out to Newton. Ahead now to Nelson. Nelson back to Newton, who one dribble, two dribble, tried to get to the middle lane, but had his spot sealed up and gives it back to Nelson, top of the key. The freshman point guard for MNU gives it left side to Langer. Top of the key now Newton. Newton looks inside, gives it right back to Langer. Langer one dribble, two dribble, tried to get around, and he's going to hold the basketball on his hip and was arm barred. So Langer will shoot a 1-and-1 since we're in the bonus. 9:07 to go, 17-11. MNU on top at home. Their second home game of the season. And they're currently 1-0.
Connor Langer came away with 2 for 3 from the free throw line yesterday. And last year altogether, he came away at 70%.
So pretty good free throw shooter as well as Connor Langer. And Langer drills the first one, front end of the 1-and-1. That foul, by the way, was on Marcus Johnson, his first 18th foul of the half for Park. Langer drills the second one, and that'll make it 19-11. MNU. Van Ostrom, middle of the floor now for the Pirates. Box set up for Park. Left side to Enlow. Enlow gives it inside to Cook. Cook on the left block, guarded by Launis. He'll go one-on-one. Newton tries to dig, and Cook's shot is blocked by Launis, but rebounds his own basket, puts it up, and is fouled. The shot will count, and the foul's on Luke Thomas, his first, the 15th foul of the half for the Pioneers. And Denzel Cook will get the extra. And Cook's extra will go, 19-14. Now is your score. Connor Langer the ball on top of Rocky's name, right in front of the scores table. Now Nick Sarai swings it around. Luke Thomas on the right free throw line extended, top of the key. Newton, and a foul inside. A foul away from the ball here. And on Connor Langer for moving screen. The second foul on Langer this evening. The 16th foul of the half for MNU. David Clark now checking in for the Pioneers. Top of the key now is Van Ostrom for Park. He'll dribble left and look left. Now gives it at the free throw line to Griffin, who swings it around to Johnson. Johnson trying to get it to Cook off the hand of Launis, who is there. So Park will get the ball underneath their own goal at the three-point line.
David Clark checking in for the Pioneers. Coming out is Connor Langer, as he's going to go sit down closer to Lamar. He'll probably check in later in the game.
Inlow and inbounds the ball to Griffin on the left corner, who kicks it back to Inlow across the court. And they're going to call Brandon Newton with a foul there. And we're not going to say anything about the questionableness of that call, but he might have just breathed on him for that one. I don't know. That's the second foul on Newton, the 17th foul of the half for the Pioneers. And Justin Randall is going to check into the game for MNU, as Kyle Inlow has a 1-and-1. He drills the first. 4-point ball game now with 8:16 to go. Kyle Inlow, the back end of the 1-and-1. He drilled the first. Here's the second. Off the front rim, left it short, rebounded by Randall. Here comes Sarai up the right sideline. Now to Clark. Clark misses a man, tries to give it inside to Launis. The ball off the backboard hard, pops up in the air, rebounded by Park. And Park on the break, as Cook tried to give it to Johnson, and Johnson too quick for it, out of bounds, as he was unable to get there.
So maybe someone with a fast break. I mean, if they can't do that on a fast break, they got some problems going.
Well, you know, Johnson, I mean, he was there. He was just too far ahead of the ball because Cook put it right where it should have been. Johnson just too far ahead, didn't know where he was at on the floor, and the ball flew out of bounds. Nick Sarai now with the ball left side. Gives it off to Clark. There's going to be a push off the ball.
Josh Lewis ready to check in for the Pirates.
They're going to call that Xavier Brown, I believe. The first one on him, excuse me. They're going to call it on Inlow, actually. That is the first on him as well. The 19th foul of the half for Park, so we're in the bonus. Sarai shooting a 1-and-1.
Sarai last year came away with a 57% from the free throw line, and last night he was 50% from the free throw line.
So Nick Sarai drills the front end of the 1-and-1. 20-15 now, MNU over Park with 7:52 to go in the first half here at the Jeff Ephouse Classic Bell Family Arena on top of Rocky Lamar's court, of course. Sarai's second free throw is nothing but the bottom of the barrel. And here come the Pirates up the left sideline. Van Ostrom now, top of the key to Lewis. Josh Lewis backing it out, gives it back to Van Ostrom, who swings it around left corner now to Griffin. Van Ostrom now swings it out top of the key all the way around. And Cook now is in the right corner, who skip pass over to Van Ostrom. Now to Griffin at the left elbow, who has the ball tipped out of his hand by David Clark. David Clark gives it off to Luke Thomas. Here's Luke Thomas, middle of the floor, all the way, coast to coast. Luke Thomas off the glass and good. As I don't blame the Park Pirates, I would not want to give it in front of Luke Thomas when he's charging it on the floor either. Right side here to Brown, corner to Cook, skip past Van Ostrom, top of the key, back to Brown. The right free throw line extended.
He's a moving brick wall is what he is.
I believe in that, as Quintel Xavier Brown will shoot a three, and it'll be nothing but the barrel. 23-18 MNU, 7 minutes to play. Sarai with the ball, top of the key, setting up the offense for the Nears. And Griffin gambled there. Luke Thomas had an open shot at the goal, and he was fouled on the way up, misses the easy one, but he'll get a pair of free throws as there was a shooting foul, and we're in the double bonus now for the Pioneers. And that's the third foul on Van Ostrom. Could be dangerous for the senior from Sheffield, England, and the Park Pirates later in this game.
6:49 left in the half. Coming out with 3 fouls already. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Only about 3/4 of the way done in the first half. 3 personal fouls.
And he's one of your higher scorers. So you got to be smart if you're their coach.
Pull him.
Klein.
Pull him out. Save his fouls for the second half.
And we're just commentators, though, so we don't know how to coach the game. He's one of the top-ranked teams in the nation, as he will go off Van Ostrom, and Kyle Inlow will check into the game for Park.
We may have commentated for a long time. We may have refed for a long time, but we have never coached.
I've coached like 4th and 5th graders.
I don't think that's the same thing as D1 NAIA. As we have
So Thomas for Thomas exchange as Tyler Thomas comes in for Luke Thomas.
I think we have an official time. I'm not sure. The coaches just stopped the game to talk to the referee. I don't know if that should be an official timeout or if he should take a timeout there. Or.
Well, the coach is allowed an explanation from the official, and so that's
I think
part
he's
of the
trying
rule.
to figure something out with the clock, actually.
And that might be an issue, or who knows?
Who really? Okay, we're going to the clock now.
We've seen this a lot with the football officials this season. I also do the football for the Pioneer team. Josh Bennett and me, we joke about the officials talking about where they're going to eat after the game. So they're probably saying the guy on the baseline who's out of the huddle, he's going to pay for it.
Oh gosh.
He has no idea. He's like, I'm getting shafted. I'm going to have to get paid. I'm going to have to pay this one. This is your game, buddy.
So have they done a lot of instant replay over? Have they brought that in for our football? Or?
Oh, no. They just sit in the middle of the field and talk for about 5 minutes over one call that was just like a holding call or something. And we're just like, it took you that long to decide that it was holding?
If we can see it, it's probably holding.
Yeah, I think Coach Klein here just wants an explanation, which he's entitled to, so we're going to take a little bit of time to discuss that. And they're actually going to bring Rocky over now.
I want to.
And
can you read lips?
I can't read lips from this far away. We're about 50 feet away from the guys here at the middle of the floor. If we were at the table, maybe. Hey, text Dennis Troyer. Maybe he's right there in front of the scorekeeper for MNU. Also the director of retention at Mid-America.
I wonder if they're going to call instant replay. If we're going to stop our broadcast so they can come do instant replay.
Well, what was the last? I don't even remember what the last play was.
That's so long ago. What is the ticker? We had.
We had Luke Thomas shoot free throws.
That's it. That's the last one. Was a free throw.
Well, was Luke Thomas shot the free throw? So maybe he questioned the foul, or
maybe something with an inbound, or we spent a good 5 minutes off. Okay, so we have both head coaches, 2 of the referees. The poor guy who's going to pay is still out of the huddle.
Well, hey, if Jason Garrettson's listening tonight, I just want to let you know that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the stands, chest painted, Pioneers across the front, but on their back says Jason, or it says Garrettson or says Jason. So shout out to there, and definitely some support from this community. Season-ending injury in the offseason, unfortunate for him. Will take his medical red shirt, but be back next season, which unfortunate for him, unfortunate for this team.
So we still have no idea what happened. And they're going to start the game just as they should have maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and Coach Klein's still ripping into this other official, and that guy's going to pay for the meal later. Don't rip into him. Come on now. Josh Lewis now back to the action here. Park University with the basketball on their side of the floor. Xavier Brown now gets a screen there from Cook. Now kicks it right side to Lewis. Lewis, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, gives it to Brown. Brown for the 3 from the left side, and it's nothing but the twine. 24-21, 6:22 to go. David Clark now to Randall. Randall swings it around Sarai. And Nick will back it out on top of the covered wagon here at at Mid-America's Bell Family Arena.
Welcome back, George. Welcome back.
Randall, top of the key, left side, Sarai. Sarai directing traffic, calling for a screen. Gets the screen, but didn't like what he saw. So he'll back it back out. And continue to look at his team. Sarai trying to use a little bit of move. Finds David Clark cutting. Nice back cut there by David Clark, and gets the deuce. Assist there for Nick Sarai.
We got an explanation of why they had their big powwow down there. The Park coach was arguing that number 20, who happens to be Nigel Van Ostrom, only has 2 fouls and not the 3rd. So not really sure what.
Definitely a point of concern. I mean,
yeah.
if you're the coach, especially when you're better players, you want to make sure that they were declared that foul correctly.
As the Pirates are going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
The foul there was on David Clark. Sorry for missing that action there for a second. His second, the 8th team foul of the half for the Pioneers. It's 26-21, 5:40. If you're just now joining us, I'm George Tombaugh alongside Christopher Hines. The front end of the 1-and-1, no good for Kyle Enlow. And here come the Nears. And this quick pass by Sarai. David Clark didn't go to the basketball, picked off by Xavier Brown. And Cook looking inside to Enlow. Enlow off the glass, good, as none of the Pioneers got back on defense after the steal. And it's a 3-point game, 5:20 to go in the first half.
I don't think that was a really good pass by Nick Sarai. As he was trying to bounce it up to David Clark, and that was too dangerous.
Nick Sarai missed a jumper from the middle lane, rebounded out to Luke Thomas, and Luke Thomas went right back up to the hole, got the basket to go, and will get an extra on the foul.
Tor Woodhouse coming in for John Katsanos.
And Katsanos, a 3rd foul of the half for him as well. So 2 Park Pirates in foul trouble already. And Luke's free throw attempt, the extra, no good. Rebounded out to Tyler Thomas. And Connor Langer with a shot, no good. And all the way up the floor for Park, Kyle Enlow. Now Nick Sarai pushing the tempo to Thomas, gives it back to Sarai, and Sarai walked with it. So we'll be back to Park.
Just an update, Van Ostrom still has on the official stats 3 fouls. So if Chad thinks it's 3 and they called it 3, I'm pretty sure he's going to keep it as 3.
Chad Jenkins, the sports information director from Mid-America, down there running stats tonight. Right side of the floor here to Brown. Right through the line extended, swings around. Woodhouse now to Enlow. Enlow top the key back to Lewis. Lewis, the point guard for Park. Ripping it to the right side to Brown. Brown will shoot a 3, left it short. And rebounded out to David Clark. Now Sarai. Here comes Sarai. 1 man to beat. Gives it to Thomas, back to Sarai. Sarai, 1-hand little floater off the right side. Rolls around, no good. Rebounded out to Woodhouse. Here come the Pirates. Lewis now middle floor. Kicks it to the right corner to Enlow. Enlow pump fake goes up, and he was fouled on his way to the goal, but they're going to call it on the floor. It'll be Park basketball.
I don't know. Nick Sarai was pretty well there. I'm going to call it a flop. I'm going to say he flopped. He pretty much spun and fell. I don't know if he can really... Nick Sarai wasn't really close when he fell.
Enlow went hard to the hole. You got to give the guy some credit. So Enlow's going to get a 1-and-1, just a 1-and-1 since we're still in the bonus on the MNU side. 3-point ball game, 4:21 to go.
Best he can do is make it a 1-point ball game. So, I mean, hey, sinks the first.
Kyle Enlow, a hometown boy for Park, Parkville, Missouri, the senior guard, 6'2". A lot of seniors for Park in this game. A lot of seniors, holy moly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors, 7 seniors for the Park Pirates. The second one good as well. 1-point ball game, 4:28 to go. David Clark pushes ahead to the left corner to Connor Langer, who looks inside for Thomas. Didn't like what he saw and gives it back. Here's Newton now into the game for the Pioneers. And gives it left side here to Clark. Clark back to Sarai. Sarai will reset the Pioneer offense and gives it left side to Langer. Langer, guarded by Brown, gives it to Newton at the left elbow, who shoots a jumper quickly, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the barrel. Nice shot there by Brandon. Josh Lewis looking to use the screen from Woodhouse, but backs it off. And swings the left side to Kyle Enlow. Kyle Enlow thinking about a three, gives it left to Lewis. Lewis who drives the lane against Sarai. A reverse layup is no good off the bottom of the rim. Rebound out to Thomas. Luke, that is. Here comes Sarai up the left sideline to Langer. Langer wide open for a three. He'll take it and bury it. Connor Langer with another three-pointer tonight. And Kyle Enlow left wide open for his own three. His attempt off the back rim, no good. Rebounded out to Newton. And a foul after the rebound by Park University. Will bring up 2 shots for Brandon Newton as we're in the double bonus.
Xavier Brown with the foul there. That's his first personal, and that is the 12th team foul. As I'll send Brandon Newton to the line to shoot 2. Newton came away last year with a 72% at free throws, and last night Newton came out 4 for 4. So very consistent, Brandon Newton.
Newton's first free throw roller off the rim, no good. 6-point ball game still here at Cook Center. As the second one is no good as well. Rebounded out to Cook.
Of course I say Cook. Consistent, and that happens.
Cook across the point, another turn, keeps the basketball, kicks a left corner to Enlow. Enlow looking to go to the hole, backed off. That's he was stopped by Newton. Now Josh Lewis with the ball, top of the key, middle of the floor for Park. Setting up the offense, 18 to go on the shot clock. Lewis gives it right side to Woodhouse. Woodhouse looks inside the round, now gives it back to Lewis. Didn't like what he saw. There's a little confusion here by the Park offense. Now Xavier Brown, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. He'll shoot a long three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded out to Lannis, who picks the ball up and will take it across the point of no return. Ahead to Sarai. Sarai to Lannis. Lannis had the ball slip out of his hand and through the legs of Brandon Newton. It'll be Park basketball. Lewis to set the game up here for Park as he crosses the timeline. Kicks Sirach over to Cook. Cook to Woodhouse, 6 feet away. And inside here to an inside pass to Cook from Enlow. And inside with the right running hook is good. 33-29 now, 2:15 to play. Lannis gives it back to Sarai, gives it to Langer. Langer wide open for a three. A deep one, another three there by Langer. He's about 4 feet behind the arc, about a 24-footer. Here's Lewis as the student section from MNU on their feet now. Gives a left side to Woodhouse. Woodhouse, top of the key, back to Cook. Cook looking inside, gives it back to Woodhouse on the right block, who gives it to the right corner to Enlow. Enlow, 1 dribble, 2 dribble around his guy and shoots a jumper. Nice shot there by Enlow off the pump fake and the go around. Top of the key now to Newton as Nick Sarai out there directing traffic. Gives it to Connor Langer, who's going to try baseline and try to use that screen from Newton. Now give it a swing pass over to Sarai. Sarai tries to use a screen from Langer and gives it inside to Thomas, who he found left wide open, but off the rim, no good as he was pressured by Woodhouse. And here comes Lewis. Lewis, a little sidestep there in the middle lane for Park. 3-point ball game, just like that again. It's 36-33, a minute 09 to play. Sarai, good handles, gives it to Newton. Newton, a little 15-footer from the right baseline. No good. Off the side rim, rebounded out to Enlow. Here comes Enlow all the way coast to coast, and the reverse layup. Nice play there by Kyle Enlow from Park to get the deuce. 36-35, 45 to go. Brandon Newton with the ball for the Nears. Right side to Sarai. Sarai inside to Thomas. Wide open, double guarded. Reverse for Thomas. No good. Gets his own rebound. And a jump ball called as Cook got in there as well. Denzel Cook and Luke Thomas getting squared away. And possession arrow in the possession, or in the air, excuse me, in the direction of the Pioneers. Got to slow down a little bit, get all those words in there right.
We'll get it by next game.
Connor Langer will throw the ball in here for the Pioneers. They're in a box setup. And Newton will get in the left corner. Double guarded there. They trapped him in the corner. They're going to say, Brandon Newton, walk with it. Turnover. Back to Park.
Speaking of the next game, the Pioneers will play next Tuesday in Ottawa, Kansas versus Ottawa University. The girls will play at 5:30. Guys play at 7:30. It's about, I don't know, would you say a 30-minute drive from Olathe, maybe 20 minutes?
30-minute drive, yeah.
So Olathe, everyone in Olathe should go down and support the Pioneers as we take on that first kind of, they're not in our division or even in our conference at all, but
first regular season game out of the tournament. So the first regular season game for the Pioneers. Kind of a breather tournament here for them right now, but of course a tough game here against Park, the number 21 ranked team in NAIA Division I. It's 36-35, 14 seconds to play. Lewis just drilling the ball out here.
Seen about a 0.8 difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
He wants the last shot of the game in low, left free throw line extended. He'll shoot a three off the side rim, no good. 2 seconds to play. Nick Sarai is just going to launch this one up from half court. It's well short, close. And that's your half. It's 36-35 MNU. We'll be right back with some halftime stats. You're listening to KMU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. .35. Park will get the tip or get the ball inbounds to start the second half here at MNU. In the game for the Park Pirates, Josh Lewis. Got Woodhouse. Enlow. Enlow will give it inside to Brown, who's also in the game. And Park will take their first lead of the ball game off of Brown. Off the glass shot, 37-36. Here's Connor Langer in the game. Now gives it inside to Luke Thomas with Brandon Newton, David Clark, and Nick Sarai also on the floor for MNU. Luke Thomas, spin move in the middle, off the glass, good for the senior. Pushing the ball ahead to Enlow. Off his hands, out of bounds, back to MNU. And 30 seconds in, already a turnover for the Pirates. Close ball game here between two top-ranked teams in NAIA Division I. MNU finishing the Elite Eight last season on the wings of senior Rustin Dowd and Jacob French, who of course graduated. Rustin Dowd, you can never say enough about him. One of the all-time greats here at MNU. Will probably end up being into the Hall of Fame eventually. 2,000-point man and 4-year starter. Nick Sarai throws the ball at the sideline into Luke Thomas in the left corner, who's trapped. Now he's the back to Sarai, swings it on the Langer. Langer's going to shoot a long bomb, and no good. David Clark there trying to get the tip in. It didn't get to go. Rebounded out to Xavier Brown, where Park and Josh Lewis will walk it up the floor for the Pirates. Left side here to Brown. The left free throw line instead. Tapiki Coco swinging around to Enlow. Enlow, Tapiki now to Lewis. Wants a different look, trying to get it to Brown. Enlow, left corner, left it left. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded out to Woodhouse. Another opportunity here for the Pirates as Cook will shoot a fadeaway from the baseline. No good. Rebound out to Connor Langer. They're going to call Connor Langer on a foul here as Enlow went midair as Connor Langer attempted to box him out. Connor Langer visibly upset about that one because that will be his third. Yeah. So third foul that game for Langer. First of the half for the Neers, and Cook is going to have a nice cut. He got a screen from Brown at the left elbow, cut to the middle lane, and Lewis gave it to him wide open for the layup. Here's Luke Thomas all the way up the floor, and off the glass, good, and the foul. Luke Thomas with the extra, the assist there from Nick Sarai.
Luke Thomas is 4 for 7 tonight, so he's been at the free throw line a lot.
Which is something you like to see from a big man. You want to see him when he gets the ball inside, going to the hole hard and getting fouled. Well, you don't want to see him get fouled all the time, but you want to see him going hard. And if he does get fouled, knocking shots down, which he has been doing. Luke Thomas, nothing but the bottom of the barrel. There on the and one, 41-39 MNU, 18-23 remaining in regulation. Josh Lewis now left side to Cook. Cook around now in low with the ball, top the key to Brown. Brown in between his legs will back it up against David Clark. And gets the screen, doesn't use it, kicks it right to Cook rather in the corner, and he'll bury the three. Assist there from Xavier Brown. So Park back on top. Another lead change here in the second half, 41-42. Park on top of MNU at home. Nick Sarai uses the screen from Luke Thomas, stays at the top of the key. He gives the right corner to Clark. David will shoot a jumper there from 18 feet away off the back rim. No good. Rebounded by Brown out to Lewis. Lewis right side to Cook. Cook will shoot another three, and he'll bury another back-to-back there for the Park senior from Omaha, Nebraska. Connor Langer is going to shoot a long two of his own. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound out to Thomas. Thomas will go right back up with it, and he misses his shot as he was pressured there by Griffin. And Connor Langer rebounded it, got it right back to Thomas, who went up and was fouled. So Thomas will get 2 free throws up here again.
Nate Lamas ready to check in for the Pioneers.
I'm going to guess he's going to come in for Langer after he just picked up his third a minute ago.
Justin Randall going to the scorer's table as well. Let's see. I'm going to speculate David Clark with that one.
We'll see. We can't place bets on that, you know.
No.
Luke Thomas shot rolls around in. And Brandon Newton's going to come off the floor, actually, as Justin Randall, the freshman, comes in. And David Clark comes in instead of Connor Langer. So I was wrong, and you were wrong. We were both wrong. And that's why we're up here and Rocky's down there.
Exactly. He's also been here for I don't know how long. So long his name is on the court, so.
And Luke Thomas, his second free throw, no good. 42-45, now Park on top. MNU loosening up a bit here. And Park just slowing the game down, something MNU would rather see it go fast. In low with a three. Front rim, no good. Rebound out to Thomas. His head to Sarai. Now Langer one-on-one against Lewis. And they're going to call a block foul there on Lewis. So Connor will shoot 2 free throws as he was on his way up.
He's 2 for 2 tonight. So hopefully we can keep that consistency going.
And mentioning Rocky Lamar and his name on the court, he's a member of the MNU Sports Hall of Fame, 1986, a member of the Heart of America Athletic Conference Hall of Fame. And in the national tournament coming up in April, he will be inducted into the NAIA Sports Hall of Fame, the highest individual honor for anyone in the NAIA. So congratulations to Rocky and the success he's had as the head basketball coach at MNU for over 25 years. Connor Langer, both of his free throws, nothing but the bottom of the barrel. 44-45 now as he's 4 for 4 from the line. Josh Lewis dribbles left now. Left corner to Cook. Cook looking inside for.
And Randall's going to pick up the foul there for. He'd had to leave his hands up, and he brought him down. That automatically going to get you the foul every single time.
If you stay in that position, the official won't call it. And even if you're not in that position originally, as in like you get the ball, your guy gets the ball, but your hands are down, they won't call it until there's contact. But when you have your hands up, your guy gets the ball, and then you bring your hands down, that's when the official calls it.
Got to be really careful about what you do. And he's a young freshman. Talking with Rocky Lamar today in his office, we were just talking about how well he had done yesterday and how he had the potential to be a really good player as long as he got that inside down.
Jarvis Griffith makes the first, misses the second. Langer from the right corner. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound out to in low to Brown. Brown left-handed off the glass, no good. They're going to call a foul on Luke Thomas. Griffith had a follow, but that follow won't count as the foul was called before.
It's going to be his second.
That was his second personal
And the third team foul of the half for the Pioneers. Xavier Brown will walk to the line.
He's 1 for 1 tonight.
And he'll throw up a pair. His first one, nothing but net.
Getting a good fan base here for the Pioneers, even though it's just the tournament, Jeff Uphouse tournament tonight, and they were good last night, all decked out in costumes. You as well as a some sort of zombie. I don't know what you're gonna call yourself.
I was a zombie princess.
A zombie princess. Alrighty. I was Dr. Spittle.
Xavier Brown drills the second one. 48-44. Park on top. Randall inside to Thomas. Luke, that is. He'll try to get up off the floor, and he's going to be pushed before. And so we'll have Pioneer basketball underneath their own goal after the issue of the foul. And Lannis will throw it in for the Nears. He just lobs it up to Luke Thomas in the middle of the lane. He throws up his shot blocked. He'll go up another time after he got his own rebound. Luke wanted to call Randall with the rebound. Randall, he misses his first, gets his own offensive rebound, and puts the ball back.
Timeout, Rocky Lamar for the Pioneers. You've been listening to KMNU Sports on MNUsports.com.
Welcome back here at Cook Center, Bell Family Arena. George Samba alongside Christopher Hines. Calling the action here this evening, MNU down by 2, 46-48 with 16:02 to play in the game against Park University. Park coming in ranked number 21 in the nation, preseason NAI Division I poll. They lost their first round game to Central Methodist in overtime, 70-69. MNU won their first round game 137-68 to Bible Baptist College. They're the number 15 team ranked team in NAI Division I. Xavier Brown from the left block against Nate Lannis. Got it off the side rim.
Randall got a hand on it there.
He got his own rebound, and then Nate Lannis and him got tied up. Jump ball, possession, MNU.
David Clark and Brandon Newton coming in for the Pioneers. Connor Langer and Luke Thomas coming off.
Left side here, Lannis. Lannis looks inside, now gets the top of the key to Randall, who swings it around to David Clark on the right side, top of the key to Lannis. And Lannis will pop a three off the front rim. No good. Rebound out to Newton. Newton, one dribble. Got his shot blocked by Griffin. And they're going to say he walked with it. And upset is Newton, and so is the crowd. But I think he did walk with that.
Even though you're backpedaling, you're kind of thrown off by another player, it is still walking with it.
Yeah, he fell off balance and kind of took 2 steps before he was able to drop the basketball. Maybe he was just upset with himself there, but in any terms, it's a turnover for the Pioneers. Park basketball. Griffin right side to Brown. Brown looks inside, now gets the top of key to Lewis. Swings it around left to Inlow. Inlow looks at a three, dribbles left to the corner, and gives it off to Xavier Brown in the corner. Cook at the left block, and Cook's going to be fouled by David Clark, as David Clark trying to fight around the screen to find his guy Inlow.
He's going to pick up his third personal foul, 4th team foul.
So now 2 Pioneers with 3 fouls, Langer and Clark. And we have not seen Van Ostrom this half for Park, as he has 3 fouls as well. Nigel Van Ostrom, as Inlow's been doing pretty well to replace him. Griffin in the middle lane walked with it, and they're going to call the walk. A nice call by the officials. As it looked for a second, they might not have seen it. It's kind of lost the handle on the basketball and just.
It was a good tie-up for the Pioneers, getting in there, kind of throwing him off his step there and making him.
Yeah, Brandon Newton just kind of dug there a little bit, kind of scared him a little bit and made him carry. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do if you're a top guy. Dig down a little bit and see if you can disrupt the play. Luke Thomas, his jump hook, no good as it was blocked. And he gets his own rebound and gets it off the glass and good.
Luke Thomas came in on that last one for, I do not remember, actually. I'm trying, David Clark's still out there. I'm trying to remember, Randall, that's his name. Justin Randall came off.
In low, tries to get inside to Cook, he's tipped by Nick Sarai, recovered by Thomas. Nick Sarai now ahead with the basketball, he's gonna be blocked, and they're gonna call a pushing foul on Kyle Enlow, I believe. So Nick Sarai will get a pair of free throws of his own.
David Nelson ready to check in for the Pioneers, come in after the first.
Tie ball game, 48 all, 14:20 to go. That would be the second foul on Kyle Enlow and the 16th foul of the half for Park University.
I always really feel like the second half goes a lot quicker than the first.
Until you get to the last 2 minutes in a close game like this, and then it feels like it takes like 45 hours. Yeah, timeout after timeout, and
players gonna foul just to stop the clock, and
they take their time. The officials take their time, and just to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Nick Sarai misses his first, still tied at 48.
Coming in for the Pirates is Tor Woodhouse and Nigel Van Ostrom.
So Van Ostrom getting his first minutes here in the second half. 3 fouls for him, and Woodhouse coming to the game as well. Back rim there by Sarai. Sarai gets his own rebound as he finds where the ball was going. What a play by Nick Sarai. Gets right back in the lane for the lay-in. What a play, Nick, and hustle. Holy cow. Nick Sarai, the junior from Lafayette, Louisiana. Right side, Van Ostrom with the ball for now for Park. Gets it inside to Woodhouse, kicks it right side to Cook. From the corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound out to Thomas, one of the best rebounds in the NAIA. Here comes Sarai, 3-on-2. Gives it off to Newton. Newton off the glass, good. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Josh Lewis. And so that's going to be an and one opportunity for Brandon Newton and his Pioneers.
Brandon Nelson, or excuse me, David Nelson coming in for the Pioneers. Coming out is Nick Sarai. So he's going to have a great opportunity. Freshman from Olathe South.
Saw him play a lot in the game last night. I thought fantastic controlling the game from that point guard spot. Brandon Newton drills the extra. It's 53-48, 5-point lead for the Pioneers. And Josh Lewis slowing the tempo down for Park. Swings around left side, now Cook with the ball. Cook guarded by Newton. Take a couple of dribbles and kick it back out to Lewis, who gives it back to the corner. Now Van Ostrom there. Gets it inside left block to Cook, guarded by Newton still. David tried to get a little dig in, but Cook gives it over right side to Woodhouse. Woodhouse from the right elbow gives it to the right corner to Brown. Brown will shoot it with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Cook. Rolls in and out, and Woodhouse tipped it out and kept the ball in play. So 30 seconds now on the shot clock for Park University. New one.
Woodhouse coming at 6'8", and let's see, Luke Thomas is the one that matches up with him. So
both those guys, a couple big fellas. And here comes Lewis. Lewis all the way to the rim, and it looked like Newton might have blocked it, and the official's going to call a foul on Newton. Newton upset about that one. And the official giving him the stare down, but
so he's going to pick up his third personal, 5th team foul. Josh Lewis at the line, shoot 2. That's his first look tonight.
Off the side rim, no good for Josh Lewis. Josh Lewis, kind of like Nick Sarai, just kind of tries to manage the offense and keep everything in check and direct traffic rather than score. But does a pretty good job at it. Lewis, nothing but the bottom of the barrel in his second. 53-49 now your score, as Park University will take a full timeout, and so will we. You're listening to KMU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. Welcome back to Kick Center Bell Family Arena. You're listening to George Schaumba alongside with Christopher Hines. The second game actually for your MNU Pioneers, 1-0. They beat Bible Baptist College last night, 137. You got that right, 137 to 68. And Park University lost their first round game in overtime to Central Methodist University, another Heart of America team. MNU up 53-49 with 13 minutes to go. Full court press now, 2-2-1 here for Park University. Brandon Newton, in the backcourt for the Pioneers. Ahead to Clark. Tries to give it ahead of Lannis and tipped away. Out of bounds is actually off the hand of Lannis, so it'll be Park basketball. So a successful full court press there for the Pirates. Will give them the ball away from their own goal. Nick Sarai, Connor Langer checking back in the game for MNU. Josh Lewis now on top of the big covered wagon here on Rocky Lamar's court. He'll dribble left side and kick it to the corner now to Brown. Brown inside to Cook. Cook guarded by Newton. Luke Thomas doing a little double help. Woodhouse fakes the ball, swings it around now right to Lewis. Lewis, one dribble, uses a screen from Woodhouse. Good heads there by Thomas. Luke, that is. Now Lewis dribbling out back to the half-court line, uses a screen from Woodhouse. 5 to go on the shot clock. Woodhouse from the free throw line. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Xavier Brown. Brown pump fake up off the rim, good. Offensive rebound putback for Brown as Brown is kind of limping on the middle of the floor. Here comes David Clark. Clark off the rim, no good. Rebounded out to Cook from Park, and here comes Cook up the right sideline for the Pirates. All the way to the goal, stepped right past David Clark, and no one stopped the basketball in the middle of the lane. Easy lay-in, 53-yard. Nick Sarai, coast to coast, off the glass, and good.
Nick Sarai trying to get a little smile from Rocky Lamar as he is obviously upset.
So MNU will take a 30-second timeout, and so will we. You're listening to KMNU Sports Radio on MNUsports.com. Welcome back after the 30-second timeout. MNU on top, 55-53. You're listening to KMNU Sports Radio. You get all your MNU sports action on MNUsports.com. We got a football game tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the ODAC. If you want to join us out there for that game, we're listening right here on KMNU Sports Radio. Park University with the ball now, and Cook going to knock it off the glass, and good. Tie ball game now, 55-all. A nice shot there by Denzel Cook. Top of the key is Luke Thomas, who gives it left side to Sarai. Get it inside now to Newton, and Newton pushed before the play. It'll be 1-1 as we're in the bonus. Newton probably would have rather liked the off the window shot there, which he made. A little easy contact there from Cook there. Denzel Cook.
Brandon Newton is 1 for 3 tonight from the free throw line.
The first foul on Cook, the 8th team foul half for Park. Newton front end the 1-1, swishes through the net. 1 point advantage again for the Nears. $11:13 to go in regulation.
Nate Lannis ready to check in.
Newton buries the second one. Nate Lannis will come in for Brandon. So Park University with the basketball. Josh Lewis on the floor along with Cook, Woodhouse, Van Ostrom, and Inlow. On the floor for the Pioneers, Sarai, Clark, Luke Thomas, Nate Lannis, and Connor Langer. Josh Lewis now top the key. Gives it off to Van Ostrom. Van Ostrom had the ball tipped away by David Clark, but recovers. And give it left. Run a little weave offense here as the Park Pirates. Lewis will dribble left side. And tries to use a screen there from Woodhouse. Lewis will do the 3 as the shot clock was at 3. He airballed it out of bounds. Pioneer basketball.
And the Pioneer fans will let you know that you airballed from then on until you actually finally make one.
Until you probably sit on the bench, actually. I mean, if you sit on the floor, they'll let you know you airball it for the rest of the game. Right side now, Luke Thomas, top the key, Lannis. Lannis swings it around to Sarai. Sarai holding basketball. Connor Langer will shoot a deep three. And nothing but the bottom of the barrel. The third one tonight for Connor Langer. What a game for the senior.
Langer coming out 4 for 7 for threes. And altogether, he is going to be 8 for 18.
Lewis now with the ball for Park. Looking at his guy Cook on the left block, but guarded well there by Lannis. He's going to use a screen here from Woodhouse on the left side. Lewis now still with the basketball and gives it off to Van Ostrom. Van Ostrom will drive right side of the lane. Left hand off the glass. Good. He's got it around David Clark for the easy lay. Nick Sarai to Lannis in the short corner on the right side. Lannis will go towards the hole. Has his shot blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Denzel Cook. MNU basketball on the sideline here near us.
David Clark looks to be set up for a possible alley-oop. We'll see what they... There he goes. He's looking for it. Oh, over the head.
And they run that play a lot with David Clark, as he's just a high-flying machine. Just to pass there too deep for the alley-oop with David Clark.
It looked good. It really did.
He kind of mistimed his jump a little bit, too. He's a little short, I think. But miscommunication. Anyway, it's 3-point lead here for the Pioneers. 9:33 remaining. As Park University has the ball. And their objective to slow down the game, use up the shot clock, hasn't worked the last few possessions just because they have ran out of shot clock. Van Ostrom tries to get the ball inside to Cook, and they're going to call Lannis on a push foul inside. I would have rather liked the kick ball, but they're going to go with the push instead.
Did he kick that one?
Nate did, because he was flying through the air as he was pushing his guy. Kind of a bizarre play here. Inbounding ball from the baseline is Van Ostrom. And Einfeld will walk with it. Excuse me, Enlow, not Einfeld. Enlow walks with it. Turnover Park. Back to MNU with 9:17 to go. Sarai and his Pioneers dressed in their home white uniforms, blue lettering traced in red. And Park dressed in their maroon away uniforms, white lettering and gold tracing. Langer from three in the right corner was ran over by Enlow, no call. Thomas now with the rebound inside. Spin move, goes back to his left shoulder and tries to get off the rim, off the side rim, no good. Nick Sarai with the ball now top of the key, who takes it himself all the way up the glass, no good, rebounded out. Still tips up in there, rebounded out by Enlow. Enlow ahead to Van Ostrom, who loses the handle out of bounds, back to MNU.
You're talking about the uniforms. The Pioneer men's basketball team has donated a couple of uniforms to KMNU for our new station that we're setting up now. And they just look amazing, as Nate Lannis is going to go for a three, bounces off the rim. But they were red, white, and blue, mainly blue and red. So that looked a lot different.
And an easy call there by the official, as Josh Davis was going towards the lane, and Nate Lannis just leaped and took a big old swat at the arm of Josh Lewis. An easy call there to make, as they're actually going to call it on Sarai before the swat. So the second one on Nick. The 17th foul of the half for MNU. And two shots coming up for Josh Lewis. Misses the first. And like I mentioned, they're going to let you know you airballed earlier. They were chanting airball as Lewis was trying to shoot that free throw.
He is 1 for 3 tonight. Here is the girls basketball also got some new ones. And here's an older one from around the same time for them. But it's they also had a black one, which was really nice.